righty. So the next question is Alicia's.
It is mine. Okay. The book said Chan never had to work hard to get a woman. All it took was a look or a dinner date, and he was taking them home that night.
Baby.
God.
Like Jesus.
He seems to notice with Aaliyah, he has to work a little harder. Why is she different from the rest of the women he has encountered? Because she is not one of them, as Nikki would say. Or is it Vicky? Vicky. She's not. She's different, she's her own woman. I mean, she's a businesswoman. She got stuff going for her. Guys coming at her is like, that ain't nothing new. Even if they fine. I mean, Mike's crazy, but toxic butthole was fine. Antonio's good looking. It's not, it ain't like this is the first time a good looking guy has noticed her. And so, she's not easy. She's not easy. She ain't gonna give it up right away. She wants to be sure that what they have is something. She's not just gonna lay up with anybody, especially after she's been single for 5 years. That'll tell you something. She ain't running. Getting under somebody to get over somebody. You know
what I mean? Yeah. More problems.
So yeah. I think she respects herself. She knows her worth. It's not like, I'm going to throw you a little snatch to keep you, attached or whatever. No, she's not going to, she's different. And I think that's probably half the attraction. I mean, obviously she's gorgeous. But she's not throwing herself all over him. She's not hanging off his wing. She ain't doing none of that mess. Like, and he tried to come, well, I don't think he's actually tried. He's actually taken like kind of a respectful approach so far. You know what I mean? Like, he hasn't jumped her bones or been like, you know what? I paid for this dinner. So, we going back to my spot,
If I buy you a drink and you drink it, you with me. You
go work off this debt. God forgive me. Okay.
No, that's what some people think. That's why I
like that. And it's bad. They'll take you to Applebee's, get the 2 for $20, and then act like, well, let's discuss this bill. Right.
I was determined after I heard Jermaine Dupri song, if I buy you a drink and you drink it up, you going home with me. I was like, I'm not drinking. Nobody's drinking no club. I was like, don't worry about it. You think that's
I don't care if it's water. You get my own. I get my own. And so, she's different. And she may have been raised differently. She comes from a good home. And so I'm not saying like the other women that, has thrown themselves out, at him, because I don't think he should sleeping with riffraff. Girl, not no riffraff. He ain't just going to pick up somebody on the street. What are you doing tonight? You know what I mean? So those
are movies. Those are them jump offs,
Yeah. The jump off. So, She's different because I think she respects herself. And then she, like I said, she wants to be sure. She wants to be sure that this is something, she don't want to go down that same road that she went with Mike. Mm-hmm. So, and he I think he likes it. He likes a little fight. He's like, okay, this is different. This is new.
It's different. A little turn on, yeah.
Right. I'll play along. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely agree. Malia is not fast. So she's not, she's not looking for the bag because she has her own.
Thank you.
And a lot of those women, they know Chan has money. The ones he's been with in the past, so they're quick to go to bed, either quick to try to get pregnant by him or quick to get him hooked on the snatch, like Alicia said.
Give him some of that good snatch. Like,
you know, but they have motive outside of getting to know who he is and actually formulating a relationship. So he sees the difference in Malia saying, whoa, let's not move too fast. I want to know about you. I want to get to know you. And that's piquing his interest in a different way. So.
And I fully agree. There's a big difference. And I think that, like, for men who are celebrities or athletes or whatever, like in that arena, right? They go out and people they know who they are. They know who they are. Like, they know. Like, those women, they know. And I remember one rapper was saying something like, there's a difference between a fan and a groupie. He was like, a fan just wants, like, maybe a photo of you, or you sign something. Like, thank you. It was great to meet you. I really love your music. He was like, a groupie is like, so what's your hotel room look like? I'll go back with you. I have two friends. Like, it's a whole different, these two people want two different things. I think he's used to coming in contact with women who automatically know off the cuff, based on how he drives, like based on what he drives, what he wears, the environments he's with, the other men that he's with other men who are rich and powerful. He's got money too. So yeah, talking about somebody just took a look, and people was ready to go home, and it's like, they was looking at the bank account. They was like, so if he gets me pregnant, how much child support can I get monthly? Like, there's an ulterior motive that people have. It ain't just, oh, you so fine. I mean, I'm sure he is a sight baby. I know he is, right? But it's not just that. It's like, people are calculating that. I'm a big fan of Drake, even though he's toxic, but I like him, we both be toxic together, but not like that. Anyway, he was saying that it's like, you mess with these people, and then it's like, you have to make sure that you flush your condom, because they will try to collect your specimen and impregnate themselves later on with a turkey baster. It's real. You are a paycheck. You are a come up for some people. And you got to protect yourself. Go ahead.
Sorry, side note, and this could be cut out. I was under the impression that once sperm hit the air, it dies.
Apparently, people are still trying it.
The trash and
yeah, but people are still trying it.
If it's in the condom, it hasn't hit the air yet. If they pull it off like this and throw it away, there's still live specimens.
And it's spermicide in the condom that's supposed to kill it all, but it doesn't always. Right. So people take dirty condoms and they're basing themselves.
Was that Drake? Was that Drake where he put hot sauce in his and the girl?
He wanted to kill, and she was in there screaming.
Yeah,
she grabbed it. Yes, he added hot sauce to it because he was told that it would kill the sperm. And she went to the bathroom, was screaming and going on. She had tried to put his sperm from the condom into her, and her coochie was on fire. But I'm like, you didn't look at the color of it was like reddish. Like, that's a little weird. I don't think that
smell.
Disease.
Right.
The smell of hot. She didn't care. She like, it looks a little red, but praise God. We're gonna get this money. I know. I'd be worried about a disease. I'd be like, oh my God, his stuff smells like hot sauce. It was red. It was orange.
The thing is, even if he was to give her something, she could sue him for giving her a disease. So anyway, she was like, if I get HIV, I'm getting paid. Remember when that whole thing came out with Usher?
Yeah.
Where all the women was having herpes and people were suing him.
Herpes from him.
Yeah, and then you can turn around and you can sue somebody. So people are trying to come up with a come up, but it's just not worth it, for me.
Right.
Answer the question.
Wow, I didn't know that. I'm sorry. I went.
No, you're fine. No, you're fine. No, I definitely think that Malia is a little different, and like Kyrie said, she's interested in getting to know him. And the book has talked about a couple different points that Chan's really in a place right now where he's like, I want something real. Like, yeah, it's been fun to, have the groupies chase after you. It's been fun to, to be able to have what you want. But you get tired of that because you know that at the end of the day, if something ever changes financially, if you go to jail, whatever happens, you're on your own. You know what I mean? Like, you're only as hot as your last big check. So let the money situation change and the females are going with it. You know what I mean? And so I think you do kind of get to a point where you're like, if I'm in the hospital, I'm sick, like who's coming to genuinely just sit with me in the hospital and not be like, I saw these Dolce & Gabbana slippers that I really want. You are in a hospital bed and they're trying to go shopping. Like you start to realize people don't care about you. You start to realize people only care about what you can do for them, and so I do think That's why some people they get to the point where they're like, okay, I'm ready to settle down. I'm ready to have something real. But it's not like, oh, I haven't met the right person. Sometimes you have met the right person. It just you wasn't in the right place where you wanted that. So you gotta want it. It's not something that's gonna happen on its own. So the next question, it is mine. It said, what was your reaction to Chan being upset at the news that Malia was being stalked by Chris? Question mark. Chan seemed really pissed. Yes, he did. Chan's people were very detailed with that report. It was scary. It was scary that they were so detailed with the report because they talked about her daddy. They talked about friends and associates. They was basically kind of giving like, this was what her week would look like this week. She got into a fist fight. It was like, okay, is this like a weekly thing? Are y'all giving him a weekly briefing of all of your findings? Like, these are the highlights. Go over them, check it out, make sure you're not missing anything. So it was scary. Yeah, what was my reaction to Chan being upset? We talked about it a little bit earlier. It was the audacity for me. I laughed because I was like, so you're mad that she's being stalked and all this stuff by some rando, but aren't you a rando? Aren't you stalking her too? So I was like, sir, it's the hypocrisy for me. Go somewhere and get yourself together. But I also think it's like Alicia said many episodes ago, it's that platter, like don't put your hands on my sandwiches. Like get your hands off this platter. I really felt like, and as the chapters progress on and he really has this, like, yeah, he has an obsession with her now, but you're really going to see like the obsession it's crazy because like, no, she's mine. Who's yours? Because last time I checked, I belong to Jesus Christ, baby. Like, we're working on this thing that we call the salvation. Like, I belong to me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm with you. I'm going to share this life with you. But Karina belongs to Karina. You know what I mean? So all this, you're mine. That's a turn on, baby. That's all dried up. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Just tell me you love me. I love you. I appreciate you being in my world. You know what I'm saying? But you're mine. You have to. Just killed it. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't belong to nobody. You know what I'm saying? I belong to God. I belong to him. I don't belong to him. So that whole like, I really feel like it was a platter mentality. He's almost mad at her because she didn't see it. Like, you didn't see this coming? I didn't see you coming. So why would I be able to see Chris coming if I didn't see you coming? So he's mad about that. But also I feel like he's just in the point, like, I feel like Chan is almost like he has his own romantic fantasies rolling in his mind, and he wants things to be a certain way. And all these people keep getting his way, If it wasn't Mike, then Antonio with his foolishness, and Chris, I think he's like, listen, your daddy's a problem. Why are all the men around you seem to have a problem? And I'm going to have to do something about people. Like, I just want this relationship to be peaceful. I just want to come home. I want to chill with you on the couch. I want to eat dinner and I want to go get in that bed. Like all this extra that we got going on here, Chris, Antonio, Mike, your daddy, like stop it. I think he's getting frustrated with her because he was like, this is a lot of extra work that I'm having to do. I mean, you worth it, but I'm still going to be frustrated. What's your thoughts, ladies?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Chan is psycho for real. As much as I think it's sweet, some of the things that he does, he's just, this scene just shows his level of insanity. And honestly, if we want to just be real about it, Chan is Chris in a different tax bracket.
That's what I was waiting for my turn because I'm like, the only thing between them two is Chan can afford a surveillance team, and Chris got to do it himself.
Yeah, that's how I feel about it.
Oh,
yeah, I read that, and I'm like, are you really mad about the stalking part? Like, you could be mad about, Chris, getting violent and yelling and throwing things and stuff, not necessarily at her, but, in her presence and, making her feel scared. But this whole, when he was like, how does she not know she's being stalked? And I'm like, sir, you watch her shower. You watch her dance around in her apartment. You're watching her at work. You got a team following her. When she did go to Antonio's, wasn't there some like car parked
Yeah.
not too far away. Like, you literally got people following her. And so, yeah, I was going to say the only difference between them two is, Chan is somebody she actually likes. So there we go again. Well, if you find, you can get away with certain stuff.
Toxicity, baby.
This is horrible, but you fine though, so you can get away with that, Whereas if an ugly dude pull that mess, you ready to slap him across the room. Like, don't, so that's the only thing. Chris is the
sight. You know what I mean?
Chris is the and Chan is the ooh. So that's it. That's it. Just like she said, that different tax bracket.
Mm-hmm. And didn't Chan say if he can't have Malia, he's gonna kill the dad, Malia, kill the whole family?
If Malia didn't love him, it in his head that we be together. He's like,
so tell me that's not the same thing Chris is doing. If I can't have you, if you don't love me, I'm gonna kill you.
You did. And then go running off, as opposed to this Negro. He already said, "Oh no, she gonna be mine. But if she don't love me, I'm killing everybody."
Everybody's getting white, baby. Noses is white.
Right.
Clutches pearls. Mm-hmm. You're right. You're right. I never even thought about it like that. Dang.
Hold on.
Because that's why. We didn't think about it because Chan was so fine. It was like, there's this sweetness about it because I've been saying from day one. What? Like, are we serious here?
What?
Oh, it's so romantic. No, ma'am. It's not. This man is watching you take a poop. How about that? Is that romantic? You on the toilet just getting it in. And yeah, he's just sitting there like, oh man, that was a big one. Oh, she's okay.
No. Like, you don't be in the shower.
A care package should come to the door anonymously.
You need some wipes and some spray.
Some wet wipes.
You need some wet wipes and some spray.
Some baseball, some wet wipes. Ooh, who's that? Hi.
Look at you in your handsome face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Growing up in teens.
Girl, I know you're going to have to get you a stick.
He's like, turn the camera off, Mom. I want to surprise him.
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh.
Yeah, you're gonna have to get you a baseball bat. My son.
What's that?
The line.
You drew on his face? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
I should have done that for Nikki. They were having a dress up character day, and I'm like, I'm sorry. Because he's like, well, I don't have a costume, Mom. And I'm like, y'all don't ever want one. So I kind of felt bad, but he's like, it's okay. I'll just look at everybody else's.
Oh,
get your ass on a bus and quit trying to make me feel some type of way, nigga. We got candy. What the hell wrong with you? Got me all up in my feels. I walked back from because Kyrie didn't go to school, so I had to walk him to the bus stop. And I'm walking back like, damn, maybe I'll go get a mask from Walmart or something. Go drop it off.
Get a little mask and go. I'm like, look what Mommy got you. So
yeah, no, he'll be fine. We got candy.
Him
and Kyrie. I mean, not him and Kyrie. Him and Jael gonna watch their little cartoon movies, and I'm gonna introduce Kyrie to like our '80s movies. We ain't doing none of that new stuff. I'm like, you gonna watch what me and Auntie was watching. You gonna be scared?
You want to be scared?
I got something for that ass.
For that ass, we coming through for the 99 and 2000, baby. 99
and the 2000, taking over.
Yeah. Taking over, baby. But I think you guys were both right about Chris and Chan. I never even thought about it. They literally are the same person, but the same, in different tax brackets, because both of them come from very sick and twisted families. I mean, the book talked about earlier, Russell loved to kill. Like, that's his thing. I mean, he liked to roll people up, right? So Lisa was like,
ooh. About my man now. You know how I am about my Russell.
I mean, she want her Russell. She want Russell.
I need my Russell.
And so... And it's funny because it's like both of them come from disturbed families that will do some crazy things to you. So it's like, Chan got to nerve. I can't believe she doesn't know. She doesn't know you're, following her as well. Like, you're cheating her out the experience of getting to know you for real. Like, you're telling her what you know she wants to hear because you've been watching her. You know, when you watch people, you gain all this valuable information about them. This lady was saying she went on this date with this guy, and it was like he was like reading her mind. He knew all this stuff, all the restaurants she liked to go to. Like, she loves arcade games and bowling, and he picked out like this great first date, and she was like, God, it was just like it was meant to be. He knew everything. Girl, she was on the man's computer. It was on a TV show I like to watch. Okay, this didn't happen in real life, but I'm sure somebody has done it. He created a spreadsheet on Excel, and it had her name, her birthday, her sign, and it had like favorite places to eat. But baby, he had done recon. He had been on the internet scouring. Okay, he had been putting things together. So she saw this and was like, "Am I going to be murdered?" Like, she thought that he was a whole crazy, but that's how he figured out stuff from basically stalking her social media. And then he formally asked her out on a date. And so she really felt like, you're crazy. Like, who does that? And he was like, I just wanted you to enjoy yourself. She's like, you made me like, she's like, you faked vibes. You made me feel like we have this like supernatural connection where you just knew my heart and mind. No, you've just been watching a bunch of videos. No.
Right.
Who has the next question?
I mean, it really took a lot of effort for him to do that too, because he was really into her. So she should have took it easier on him.
I mean,
he shouldn't have faked vibes, but I mean,
he's not rich. He's too poor to do these.
But yeah, he's not on he's not on that pay list, that pay grade, you know.
He's on the pay for. He's not paying for
it. You should be putting in more hours with your spare time.
Yeah, you need to put in more hours, Chris. Sitting there stalking people. That is precious hours you could be working for somebody. Get your money up. Get your bag.
Get your money out. Mm-hmm. Do it.